YouTube? Welcome back to my channel.
Is the bullets if you say no after all this, and I just couldn't take it.
Just so motherfucking gorgeous.
Today we're going to do a little bit of a different type of video, but this video is very needed, especially in today's time with social media and being online and just feeling yourself. I wanted to talk about self-worth and understanding your value. A lot of us tend to sleep on who we actually are and the person that we can become, basically because we're trying to chase hype, or we don't believe in ourselves, or we have some trauma or some insecurities. I'm here to debunk everything that you thought about yourself and put positivity into your life. The first thing I want to talk about is understanding what you attract. You attract based off what you believe you deserve. And here's the thing, we don't actually know sometimes that we are attracting this type of things, but based off our energy, the thoughts that we are thinking, the words that we are saying, we kind of diminish our value ourselves. If you keep settling for certain things, you are giving people a way to treat you professionally and personally. You set the standards and you set the boundaries and you set the tone for how you want to be treated. So if you always undermine yourself, if you always say, well, you know, she might be a little bit better than me, or I don't believe I can do this, or this may be too hard, you're already putting into your head that you don't deserve things that you do deserve. We have to more so change the language and how we perceive ourselves before we can even get anybody else to believe in us. And it gets tricky with social media because you think that certain things validate you and they don't. Like the likes, the followers, the blowing up, the going viral, all of that stuff is just metrics, and it does not show your value and who you are as a person. Your value should not be tied to validation. So you shouldn't be chasing after the viral trends, after who likes you the most, after, you know, all of this stuff that social media and the internet puts in your head. You should recognize who you are. You should believe in yourself, and like I said, set the boundaries and set the tone for how you want to be perceived. And I could say this first-handedly, value shows up in the way that you show up. So if you come into an environment where you feel strong and you just know you're that girl, or you just know you're that energy is gonna rub off on other people. And the crazy part about that is you don't even have to be the most confident at that time, but just your energy and your presence that show up and say, I am that, is enough for people. And honestly, something I had to do myself was to stop convincing people of my worth. I know I'm that girl. I know what I'm capable of. Why do I need anybody else to validate that for me? I know how hard I work. I know my energy. I know the aura I possess. I know how genuine I am. So why would I convince other people to feel that? People can only meet you at the level that you met yourself. So if you don't even believe in your own value, and if you don't even believe that you can do certain things, people are going to bounce that energy right back off, and they're going to have those doubts about you. One thing that I'm still working on, and that really shifts everything the more that I grow, is that you don't have to prove anything to anybody. You know what I mean? You know deep inside who you are. You know what you're capable of. The more you try to convince people, the more you try to prove yourself to other people, the more you try to live like other people, is the more you're going to lose yourself. And we don't never want to lose ourselves in the process of, you know, being around other people or trying to make other people better. And it's things for me, even in the business world, where I've had moments of doubt myself. Like, I've been a business owner since, you know, 16, 17, and some days I, you know, would look at myself in all honesty and be like, wow, why haven't I hit that milestone yet? Why don't people appreciate me like they appreciate that person? Why am I going through all of this? Why am I going through all of that? Well, really, it has to come within. It is a journey of self-love, and it's a journey of keeping going no matter what is thrown at you, no matter what people think about you. It's all a sense of finding clarity. You know what I mean? Finding who you are and appreciating the journey along the way. You can't get caught up in worrying about other people and looking at their success and looking at yourself like, wow, I'm not there yet. Because let me tell you, comparison is a thief of joy, okay? The more you sit and ponder on why somebody has something, or why you're not at a pace that you should be at, the more you're going to drive yourself crazy. And like I said, it all comes from self-love and believing in yourself and saying certain words that just hit different. You know what I mean? I am successful. I will have this. I'm not broke. I'm in between blessings. Like, I can do this. People gonna pay me for my knowledge. People gonna pay me to be in a room. I deserve to be in these type of rooms. Stuff like that. And just changing your mindset and how you talk about yourself and how you show up is a major key in understanding who you are and how you're going to grow as a person. See, and even in a business field, knowing your value is so important, because sometimes we get to lowballing ourselves. Sometimes we get to questioning our own value, like, wow, should I even be doing this? Should I be charging this price? Should I, keep doing this? Well, if she's doing it like that, should I be doing it like that? And it's like, it will literally drive you insane trying to keep up with the Joneses. It will drive you insane looking at what other people are doing. It will drive you insane lowballing yourself to make other people happy. I'm telling you. I can speak from experiences. The most headache I have gotten is from the people that didn't recognize my value. I would charge low for consultation calls. I would, tell people, okay, we're going to do a class for 30 minutes and we'll be on a class, it'll be 45 minutes. You know why? Because those people did not value my time. They didn't value my time. They were cheap. They didn't understand my value. And when somebody understands your value, they're actually going to pay more for the value because they understand what it is. This all comes from clarity. When you are confident and you are clear in who you are and what you do and the value and the impact you have in this world, it doesn't matter. When you know what you bring to the table, you will stop explaining why you deserve a seat. You know that the seat is for you. You know that God put you there. You know it. So I just wanted to make this video to really plant in your heads that the way you show up, the words that you say about yourself, the way you want people to perceive you is all in how you show up for yourself. You have to understand that you were meant to be in certain spaces, and that if there was not a seat at the table, at somebody else's table, you need to go ahead and create your own seat. And when you create your own seat, don't compare your seat and what you're doing to anybody else's seat or anybody else's table, because it's going to drive you mad. So focus on yourself. Focus on the value that you bring. Learn how to love yourself and all of your flaws, because let me tell you, nobody's perfect and we all have flaws. Social media and the internet could trick people into thinking everybody is living this grand, marvelous life, but I'm telling you, everybody is going through their own thing. You are not the only one going through something. People might have a better way of covering it up, but everybody goes through something. So don't feel ashamed. Don't feel like it's the end for you, because listen, I have been there times where I'm like, wow, I worked so hard. Why do I have to start from square zero? Wow, like, I fumbled the bag, or dang, like I missed out this opportunity. It's like, no, you can create any opportunity that you want. You can recreate yourself as many times as you want, but the one thing that you cannot do is give up on yourself. And even in my toughest times, y'all, I still show up and I still recognize who I am, and I want you guys to do the same as well, because life does get better. Everybody has problems. I don't care if you a multi-millionaire, I don't care if you dead broke. Everybody has some sort of problem, but it's all about how you navigate and get through it, and it's about having faith that better is yet to come. So I wanted to make this quick little video to encourage you guys to understand who you are, recognize your self-worth, and own rooms and claim that aura and that energy, and just keep going. That's the whole thing. If you enjoyed this little talk, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe on the video. And I will see y'all on the next video, friends. Bye.